Welcome, man. Welcome back to the channel, man. What y'all doing out there? It's been a minute since I went live. All right, y'all saw the title. Y'all saw the freaking headline. Feel for Life transmission. What I got going on? I call this just auto tech talk. I'm getting ready to get out of here, but I figure let me holler at the fellas. In some cases, ladies. Let me holler at everybody before I go. Hope y'all have a good weekend. But unfortunately, I will be here tomorrow. Not because I have to, because ching ching, I want to. Yeah, I got some work to do, man. Let me show y'all a pile of parts. Y'all saw the thumbnail, right? Yeah, y'all see this? All of this is going on this van, guys. You know why? All right. The owner of the van obviously don't believe in servicing their transmission. Yeah. So when that happens, you get this. You pay big bucks. It's gonna cost you. All right, yeah, because we're not building these anymore. So don't come asking me how much it costs to overhaul a transmission. Don't ask me what a torque converter costs. Don't ask me none of that. You getting a unit. I heard a guy up here the other day with a code P0740 gonna try to tell me all his car need is a torque converter solenoid. Like, bro, you got a torque converter code that has nothing to do with the torque converter solenoid. Well, when they name fault codes after a part, this is what car makers mess up at. Anytime you tend to name a part after a fault code or a fault code after a part, people can automatically associate the two. Yeah, you must need this part. It's not the case. All right, guys. So the transmission overheated and burned up. So y'all see what I got here. Brand new 62 freaking TE. Yes, 62 TE. We're getting ready to replace because it's cooked. Y'all remember the van? I did a video on it a couple of days ago, and it comes with some goodies, guys. So yeah, I got new torque converter bolts. I already got Loctite on them. I might have a dipstick down here somewhere. I think they do come with a little dipstick. But yeah, and dowel pins. Yeah, dowel pins are extremely important. Of course, I got ATF plus 4, the good stuff. Mopar, baby. Mopar. And last but not least, guess what I got? Cooler. You know why? Now, this may look like a AC cooler. You know why? That's because it is a freaking AC cooler. However, the transmission, AC condenser, I meant. However, the transmission cooler function is built inside of this. If you look at that real good, y'all see that? You can see from here to here is different color, right? That's because this portion of this AC condenser happened to be the transmission cooler. Yeah, this is where the transmission cooling lines go. So in other words, they are combined. It's integrated into the AC condenser. So if you need a nuance Marito, if you need a transmission cooler, damn it, you need a AC condenser because they are one and the same. All right, so that is what I'm doing over here on this van right here. Now, they burn this thing up. Now, look, guys, this I can't even feel sorry for the poor guy. He went with a freaking Derman. Okay, yeah, I'm playing. Yeah, well, he got a Derman cooler on here, but he burned his trans. If you care about your engine, don't you think you should care about your? All right, that's another story. Now, I got 3 stalls. I got that one, and I got that one. Let's go over here. All right, what I got going on over here? You can see what's in this box. Yeah, real cooler, guys. Yeah, this is what they should have put on their van. Some Mopar oil cooler, guys. I know. It's made of plastic. Made of better plastic than the original. Guys, let me tell you something right now. This cooler right here is not the same cooler that's on a 2011. 2011 is the first year the Pentastar showed up, right? Which means that's the Gen 1. You didn't even have to name it Gen 1 because you didn't know there was going to be a Gen 2. However, this is not the same. Stop saying you're taking off junk, putting on junk. This is not the same cooler that's on the earlier built Pentastars. This is a different, better, revised cooler. Look at them seals. Y'all see how thick them seals is, how much better? The story I'm hearing is people that's going with the Derman coolers, coming to the dealerships and buying Mopar O-rings. So if Derman was smart, if Derman had any common sense, they would buy the seals and just put them on their coolers and just factor the price of the seals in with the cooler, and people would never notice. It'd be $20 more. So if a Derman oil cooler, I don't know, $200, it'd be $220. You would never know because you think that's what it costs anyway. I'm just throwing out numbers there, but yeah. So Derman not too bright. Whoever the hell Derman is. All right, this is what I'm putting on this car. It's because, in my opinion, it's better. Um, you might can't see it. I don't have my light. Where's my light? What happened? My light didn't come on. Oh, I actually pushed the wrong button. Let me see. That's it. Oh, yeah, you see that oil down there? Yeah, nice shiny oil. Now, what we got here? Water pump. Yeah. You wanna know why? I'm gonna show you why. Interesting. So, my day would be a little hectic tomorrow. It cost me $1,400 to get torque converter fixed with that PO code. What a pain in the ass. Rob, it's crazy, man, but it be like that sometimes. Show me the radio. Shoni, what's up, Shoni? Show you the radio and what, Shoni? What are you talking about, girl? Does that Blue Devil head gasket seal actually work? I have never, ever used that stuff. But I have, however, repaired cars from people that have used that stuff. In fact, I think, is this one? No, we found some, you see that jug? Yeah, they, I don't know. I think they put some Loctite, lock seal, see all down in there, all that nasty stuff. Look, guys, people will spend $15 on a can of mechanic in a can rather than get their part fixed. Like, you know that's leaking, right? I'm sure the customer saw that. So instead of taking it to the shop and get it fixed, he gonna go buy a can of stop leak and pour it. Yeah, depending on how much that stuff circulate, it might not. Who knows? I don't know what's happened. So we're gonna flush it out. He said, he approved. He said, to flush it out. In other words, he's telling us to do this. So we didn't recommend this because we don't get down like that. We don't try to repair sludged up engines or heavily clogged up cooling system. Now, when the customer sign a piece of paper and say do it, then yeah, that's a different story. Owners don't want to miss out on that revenue stream, I guess. But yeah, so that's what's going on here. I don't know, guy. I've never used that stuff. I'm no fan of it at all. Show me the radio in the van. What do you want to know? Is there a Pacific in here? I got a Pacific over here for you, Shoni. Do you mix the coolant, the still water, or get it mixed? Coolant with the still water or get it mixed? I think the coolant, most of the average car I see in here now is we use a 10-year coolant because they all 2014 and higher. That coolant is already pre-mixed. I'm looking for a jug of it now. Ah, interesting. So here's a 5-year coolant that we use from 14 and below. It's orange. See, 50-50 that pre-diluted. Do not add water. Now this is the 10-year. It's the same way, guy. It's pre-diluted. Suggested that you don't add water. In other words, it's already mixed. So I hope that answers your question. It's the 5-year coolant. It's the 10-year coolant, predominantly for 2014 and higher. All right. So yeah. Show me the radio on the van. Do you mix? Yeah, I just showed you that. How hard is it to be a mechanic? Would you say? You got to have a knack for this stuff. You can't just wake up one morning and say, you know what? I want to be a mechanic. No, this stuff got to already be in you. You got to already don't mind getting dirty, nasty, and oily. In other words, you got to already love it. In other words, you got to love it to the point where you would do it free in the beginning. That's how every mechanic started. Mommy, let me do your brake job. You don't have to pay me. Cousin, let me do. Yeah, the beginning stage. Now, of course, as life changes, you want, you're going to have to do it for a living. That's the stage I'm at now. But I've already passed that. But your question was, how hard is it to be a mechanic, would you say? It is extremely hard, guy, because the ever-changing mechanic environment is changing daily, and it's still changing. I mean, mechanics, training schools now don't know whether to teach gasoline combustion engines or freaking electric. Okay, because we stuck between where we going versus where we coming from right now. So if you go to training school right now, you don't have no idea what you're gonna learn. This right here, prime example. This is a hybrid vehicle, meaning it can go both ways, electric or gasoline. Okay, now I'm fortunate enough to have had training on both. All right, I grew up on gasoline combustion engine, so I know that inside and out. The hybrid electric part, not so because it's new. So I'm learning. That's a learning curve for me. But if you get in it now, you got to decide which way you want to go. You can always you're never gonna know where you're going until you know where you came from. So you're gonna have to learn both of them regardless. But yeah, that's a whole nother video, man. I can cover that topic. I can speak on that topic on a whole nother video and just dedicate it to that topic. All right. How's my how's the squirrels? Dude, I think I got rid of the last one. I haven't seen no more in a while. Shawnee, here go your damn radio. What do you want to see? Uh, I don't have no power on this. Y'all know what I'm waiting on this for? I'm waiting on, you see all this star connectors? I'm waiting on a freaking battery. Not no small ass battery. I'm waiting on a heavy, high voltage battery. The big battery under the bottom. Those are covered up to 100,000 miles if they have problems. All right, this the hybrid van that was beating my butt all last week. Finally got a hold of engineers and they say, yep, your problem is the high voltage battery. So they sending me a battery. It's free to the customer. Batteries, like I say, they warranty for a long time. But here go your Pacifica, Shawnee. Water pump out. Yep. Show the radio. Show me the radio in the van. Stop leak is a slow killer. Show me the radio. Show me the Mopar battery. This channel helped me with my Pentastar engine to better understand it. Cameron, thanks for tuning in, bro. Please give the video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. What about Chevy cooling system with the Dex Cool products? What about it? Charles, what's going on, man? Yeah, what you mean, what about it? I'm not understanding. Show me the radio features. I don't have no battery, Shawnee. I can't show you because the battery is unhooked, okay? And it's a lot of features. Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry, Shawnee. You gotta wait till I hook the battery up. All right. By Patrol. Hey, he said both ways. Officially, brother. Dollar Music TV. What's going on? There's no smoke out of my exhaust. There's no water in oil or oil cap. Did the head gasket test on the radiator and the blue liquid just turned green? Do not turn yellow. It just started. What am I missing? What was said before this? All about the Blue Devil stuff? There's no smoke out of my exhaust, no water in oil or oil cap. Did the head gasket test on the radio and the blue liquid just turned green? Bro, it don't matter what you see from a visual standpoint out the tailpipe. If that coolant or if that liquid changed colors, that is a sign that that liquid inhaled or was mixed with uh, gases, exhaust gases. When that happened, yeah, that's usually a sign that you failed the head gasket test. Okay, you looking for visual proof. It might not be such a case right now. Okay, it might be a small leak, but yeah, if the fluid changed colors, you got exhaust gases getting into the cooling system. That means you got engine problem. Show me the jump box. I don't think you got a. Do you got a hybrid, Sony? Sony just want to see any damn thing. Show me the. How about I show you the mirror, Sony? Look at this. This is the mirror, Sony. This is the port where you EV. Yeah, Sony. You don't have a hybrid, do you? But this is a Pacifica hybrid edition. And Sony want me to show her the battery jump ports. This one ain't no batteries up front, guys. So Sony, normally your batteries would be right here, but this low voltage battery is in the rear. Okay, and this is where you jump it off at. Positive go here, negative go there. All right, this is hybrid. You don't have this, Sony, so no need to speak on this. How's your pet squirrel doing? Do you have? No, I don't have no squirrels. My guy, buddy. I need your help. 2016 Jeep Cherokee push button, non-powered tailgate won't open. We tried everything. I suspect this. The module body control module will compensate. There ain't nothing. There's nothing anybody can do without a scan tool that can read those modules. Okay. Yeah, 2016, I got a 2017 Jeep Cherokee. And yes, they loaded with modules. But without a scan tool to visually see inside and what's going on, the codes and all that, you have no choice. You don't have no choice but to take that thing to the shop. At least get a diagnosis. Now, if they diagnose it and tell you it's something you can fix, then go for it. But your biggest hurdle is finding out what's wrong with it. And the only way you're going to get to that point, guy, is to know what's wrong with it or get it diagnosed. So yeah, we tried everything. I suspect don't guess at a freaking $1,000 BCM. Whatever you do, don't guess at that. You got to make sure. And then too, even if you that's your problem and you go get one and put it on, it has to be programmed. The DIY days are slowly dwindling away, guys. This is a 2016 model. Every module on that car uh, has to be programmed when it's installed. I know some places sell pre-programmed modules or whatever, but yeah, it's getting crazy now. I think the built-in relay in the BCM it's not functioning properly. Very well could be. Don't want to mix the coolant Dex cool with other coolant, right? No, I wouldn't. Absolutely not. What's up, JT? What's going on, man? Uh, have to edit a squirrel with a gravestone. Just stop, man. You're killing me. Is an engine salvageable after overheating, or should I just replace the engine, bro? If it's, let me put it this way: if that engine have any type of aluminum on it, for instance, this right here. Matter of fact, I do you one better. I'll show you one. This engine right here. Damn, I got 4 stalls tied up. This engine right here. I'm still waiting on a decision to be made. This engine overheated, right? They told me to tear it down. Made me tear it down. This is aluminum. This block is made of aluminum. There's some steel inside, but the gasket is multi-layer steel. All right, you see all those layers? 3 layers of sheets of layers of head gasket. Now, the cylinder head, unfortunately, fell the straight edge test, so it's warped. So your question is, do I think it's salvageable? I would not, because it's aluminum. When this thing get hot, it could expand, retract, expand, retract as the heat changes. Damn, that came in. Was that supposed to stay in the block? I just noticed that. That's a little like a dowel pin of some sort. When I picked the head up, I think that's supposed to stay in the block. That's why I want an engine. I'm not playing with this. Ain't no telling how crazy hot this thing got. Watch that video that I did doing the straight edge on this. Of course, here's the brick. This is a 2.4, so they got included with a brick. These you need a special tool to put that back on. But yeah, if your car overheat, bro, today's cars, all this soft aluminum they using, I suggest you get a freaking engine, bro. Real talk. All right, guys, I gotta start wrapping this up. Is an engine salvageable? Show me the exhaust pipe. Show me the exhaust pipe on the Pacifica. No, Shoney is not in the air. It's on the ground. We have a snap-on module. We control the modules. No codes. No codes in the BCM. That car also have. Damn, I gotta go back and read your complaint. I can't remember what you said was wrong with it. Jeep said the tailgate harness. Based off what though? Snap-on scanner. The tailgate harness. I can't. I gotta go back, Freddie. Buddy, I need your help. 2016 Cherokee. Push button, non-powered. There's no power at the push button. That is a PM. Passive entry module. There's no power there. Where does that power come from? I need a wiring diagram. Okay, that button is nothing more than a switch. When you push it, circuit go close. The signal from the key goes to the RFH hub. Okay, from there is the signal that allows the car to crank. In your case, push button non-powered, tailgate won't open. We tried everything. I suspect it's the module. Can you see inside the PM? That's all that is. All that push button is a PM. But that is a module that happened to be on the bus network. So go inside of there, read if there's some type of open fault codes on it. Go inside. That scanner will let you read all the modules. If so, they all tied together on CAN IHC, I want to say. Not CAN C, but IHC. So that way you can see if anything related. Bro, that car got to be diagnosed, man. But I can say this. Uh, yeah, that push button, that push to start is just a PM, get a signal from the RFH. Look inside the RFH and see if any codes in there. Look inside all the modules. I think the B-LAN relay built. I think the built-in relay in the body, the built-in relay causing it not to power up. You thinking? Yeah. When I get cars like that, man, I have to see topology screens. I have to see the scan to data. Chief said the tailgate snap on scanner. What happens if you mix coolant? Your channel is very informative. Thank you, Charles R. That's what's up, man. Can you answer a question about a 3.6 Pentastar? I'm about to wrap this up, man. If you can sneak it in real quick. I got to get out of here. We closed, actually, so I'll never get a Jeep without the 5.7. Why is that? 45 Scat Pack. Don't be erasing messages, man. Say what you got. Say what's on your mind. Show me the key fob. Damn, Shoney tripping. Shoney want to see the damn key fob. I agree. No guessing. BCM. The relay is built in. We call for the tailgate control with scan and it's weak signal with actuator plugged in, strong signal with it unplugged. Speak to my supervisor. 202 days at damn 202 days at a Jeep dealer and they say tailgate harness. Damn. Tailgate harness based off an open circuit. Have I ever put a tailgate harness on? No, but that doesn't mean nothing. Okay, if they tracked it down the open circuit to that, then yeah, that's very well possible. I've never seen the problem. Engine that's overheating is a 5.7 Toyota Tundra V8 all aluminum block. Whew. All aluminum, bro. That scares me, especially when you're talking overheating. Why is my Chrysler Pacifica making a hissing sound every time I go in reverse? I don't know, Shoney. We gotta scan that thing, get it checked out. If you got a warranty, go take it in and let them fix it, man. What up, Pickle Smoocher? I don't know what that means. Banana, what's up, man? 2012 Grand Cherokee and 3.6 Pentastar replaced the cam. You gotta wait, bro. Replace cam, phasers, lifters, cham and cham. Now it won't do cam and crank reline throws POOD and POOB. Zach, I don't know what to do from here. Zach, oh my goodness, Zach, you caught me at a bad time. That was my boss just calling too. 2012 replaced the cams, the phasers, the lifters, the rockers, and the timing chain. All right, guys, this is important. I gotta answer this. Hold tight. It stayed on. So if you live, I guess you could take a phone call. I don't know. Guys, I gotta go. I'm sorry. That's my cue. That's my boss. I gotta go up front and answer a few questions. Some customer have. So if I missed anything, I apologize. But this live wasn't supposed to go this long. So let me get out of here. I'll see y'all. I gotta go up front. It's quitting time. He calling me right now. I guess he want to ask me about this thing gonna go tomorrow. If this is what he want, I gotta go, guys. I apologize, but I'll see y'all on the next video.